Neil, last time we saw Leandro Bacuna, looked in a bit of a distress walking off. What's the score with him?
Well, it looks like we've been quite fortunate. He looks okay. Is he going to be okay for Wednesday? Not sure at the moment, if I'm being honest. Quite fearful when he came off, hobbling around the touchline. Didn't look great, but it looks like it's an impact. So it might be a case of, have we been fortunate? How much pain is there? And it might really just come down to whether he can get a boot on or not.
Is it ankle or foot? Or?
Ankle, foot, sort of top of the foot, sort of just in that in-between area, just sort of where the boot goes. So it might be the case of he's okay in flip-flops and trainers have been okay, but it's whether we can get that football boot on.
How about your list of players who've been on the brink for a while? Let's start with Gavin White.
Yeah, White is good. He's back fit, trained. So Whitey, Glatz, Sol, Omar, all trained Saturday morning, so that they're all fit and some are edging closer. It's a competitive squad, big squad. Decisions to make on whether people are involved. Also, when there's no rush to put people in, you don't have to take risks with people, that's for sure. But those guys are ready to step in if called upon.
And same with Joe Rawls?
Rosie, yeah, he's okay. He trained last week. We didn't feel the weekend he was going to be quite ready. Just coming back from muscular injuries, you have to obviously be more careful, as we know. This week, stepped up training again today. So I expect to see him back in the squad this week.
Which would be if it's Wednesday, which would be a right boost for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be nice to have him available. It's been really nice having him on the training pitch, I've got to be honest. Obviously a player I've like a lot of the players, admired for a period of time as a player having real quality. But he's a winner and he's a competitor and he trains really well. So having him back in the group has been a big plus for us. If we can get back involved, will be a bonus. However, as well as anybody, when the boys are playing well in front of him, it's not always easy for him to get back in.
Yeah, but is it realistic to think 2-3 maybe new sort of faces in the squad on Wednesday that weren't in the squad on Saturday?
Possibly. That's your words, not mine.
Yeah, I know you can't. I just don't like giving anything away.
It's not. In this instance, it's not about giving anything away. Like fitness-wise, it's about continuity in team selection, in squad selection. And there's no divine right for anybody to be in the squad. And that's not certainly aimed at Joe. That's aimed at everybody. I'm a big believer that if you're playing well and the shirt's yours, it's you've got to lose it or someone's really got to grab it off you. I'm not a person that likes wholesale changes and causing problems for the sake of it. People will be picked on merit for on the pitch and off the pitch behaviours and performances. We'll have a roll call again tomorrow morning leading into training to see who's come through a very physical session today for some and a lighter session for others that have played. And we'll look at Brentford and their qualities, and they've got real qualities as well, to what the best ways formation-wise and player-wise to go against them.
Brentford then, known for sort of slick football, a bit like Barnsley, but obviously they're getting results, only lost twice at home. It's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a really tough sort of 4-day period for us. You don't get much tougher than, well, you put Forest in that as well. Three away games on the spin that are very, very difficult, and then obviously after Christmas, just the Hillsborough as well. So, a tough little period, but what an exciting one as well. Exciting one for staff, the players, but the fans as well. An expensive one this time of year, obviously. But Brentford, we know, very good side. Watched them yesterday, and I've watched them this morning, and got some real qualities. Exactly what you expect from a Brentford side, and what Thomas Frank demands of his players. Really dangerous going forward. Got the ability not just to pass the ball along the floor. Now they can go over the top as well. They've got some size and presence and power. So they're a difficult side to play against. And obviously last time at home, we know the result against Luton was emphatic. So we have to go full of confidence, full of belief that we can be better defensively than we were at the weekend. But as dangerous going forward to be able to score 3 goals at the weekend and 2 at Cholton and create chances at Forest. We have to find that element to our game as well, where we are dangerous going the other way. But ultimately, to be successful at Griffin Park, you have to defend and be solid.
Neil, I think you put maybe a slow start on Saturday down to the players perhaps being overworked. Have you lightened their workload this week?
No, they have to get fitter. No, they're not fit enough. So it's not. It's about preparing for 3 games in a week. So the workload in training obviously come down a intensity level or 2. Not just, I looked at myself first, as I always do, on Saturday when I said about training standards or training intensity. I look at myself and think, was it too much? So then I look at the stats and speak to sports science, and maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. You don't know. But then players have to look at themselves and say, well, individually, did they play well? Did they reach their standards? Some didn't, some did. So we already talked about Tomo, we talked about Flinty being exceptional. But then that's what a good team does. So I talked about a good team finding a way to win games, but a good team, when 2 or 3 don't hit their standards, 4 or 5 go above and beyond their standards, and that's where you balance it off. And I think that's what we did at the weekend. For me, moving forward, I want those standards consistently.
How have you found it keeping morale high in the wider group? You've obviously spoken about streamlining the squad in January. Is it difficult to keep those fringe players going?
It is, in the sense of, if they're good pros and they really want to do it, then it is, because naturally, if you're not picked, you're going to be disappointed and a bit deflated. My message to them, and I try and do it in the only way I know, and that's with a bit of humility and an arm around them, and try and keep them going, make them try and feel important part of the group. We've got a lot of games in a short space of time over Christmas. We've got a big squad, so everybody can't play at the same time. It's hard for me to have to leave people out. We want to pick everybody, but you can't. So, you have those individual little chats, little communication with them, remind them their importance, keep training well, and that's all they can do to try and get in. And then when a team in front of you is winning and individuals are playing well, you just sometimes have to hold your hands up and accept it and just go, right, well, when my chance comes, I'm just going to grab it. And that's all they can do at the moment.